What's going on here? It's all twisted. Oh my god, that's loud in my ears. I don't understand how I could hear that volume like that. That's just crazy. Okay. Let us begin with these freaking pop-outs. I do gotta go out very soon to drive. I gotta go to Walmart. Ugh. And the beer distributor. Ugh. No. No way. You stay here. You've got things to do here. Seriously.
I don't have things to do here.
I could hear myself. Oh my god, what did I just do? Where'd the chat go? Show chat. Tonight there's something really cool. A launch of the X-37B on top of the SpaceX Falcon Heavy. That's gonna be cool. And I'm done by 7 tonight. I only got 1 hour of a live show tonight, and I'm the guest. Oh my gosh, I'm the guest. Now, what the hell was that? That has to be because I went live. So at 8:07, the window opens for the launch for SpaceX.
When?
Tonight.
Get out.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait. Come on.
I could show it to you on YouTube on the SpaceX channel.
That's cool.
Oh, you could watch mine.
They haven't done that in a long time.
Oh, he always does that. Elon has always got the rockets going up. That's one thing. Always. Hello to Khalid. I don't know how to say that. I'll just say Sola. And Azer. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just getting all these pop-outs done. There's 5 of them. There's 5. Have you ever seen what I see behind here? It's a mess right now, which I need to clean it. Have you ever seen what I am sitting in front of? You haven't. But I can show you quick what I have in front of me. Now I gotta hook up my Sony. My Sony is tangled. Oh, it almost knocked the Xbox 360. Alright, so this is the Sony. The hell was that?
That wasn't me.
Okay, let's try to do this.
Something on
No, I heard something fall. This is the Sony A7S III. It's a great camera. Great camera. And I got a cage on it. Okay, let's tighten it. And now we're gonna put this camera on.
You want coffee?
I told you I want a coffee and bagel with cream cheese. We gotta put this on. We're gonna remove this one. You prefer Canon? Okay, now the problem with the Canon is, hold on. Okay, that's that. Why is my camera not going on? Oh, because it's not on. This is the best low light resolution camera on the market. Period. There is no better. No Canon, no Nikon. This is the best camera for low light. Okay, we should have. There we go. So this is what's in front of me. So I have 4 monitors. It's insane how much equipment I have in front of me. All that is a lot. It is a lot of equipment. So this is what I sit in front of. Well, the black screen is because I was hooking up the camera. So there's 4 monitors. There's all your chats. And what is that? I can't say. I can't see your name. Mo. Because I'm the producer, program director for this network. So I need to have multiple monitors to do the work I do. I'm shutting the camera. Otherwise it's gonna kill my... Oh, shit, this just fell out. That's not good. Let's take that out. Put this cord away. Okay. I gotta get this all sorted here. Alright. I gotta sit down. So that's the Sony a7S III, which is this camera. And it has a standard HDMI. You could see it there, which is amazing. Right there. That's a standard HDMI. This ain't no micro, mini. It is an actual HDMI port out for video. That is major. That's a major upgrade in itself with these cameras. Now again, I do a lot of sky watches. So this camera is one of the best on the market for low light resolution. That's why I say it's a great camera for what I use it for. Now this is an ultra wide lens. It's a 10mm. So I can see a lot of sky with that lens. It's an internet, the biggest internet, one of the biggest internet paranormal stations in the world. We have like over 30 live video programs. Like tonight, I'm gonna be the guest on a show, which I don't do often. But I'm gonna be the guest to talk about my sightings, my UFO experiences, which I had too, and some other stuff that I'm involved with. Then talk about disclosure or lack of disclosure, because I don't think it'll ever happen. All right, let me get my act together here, because we got to hit all these buttons now. Okay. So I'm a very busy guy. Are you gonna watch it? You want to see it? I'll share it on the screen. Let me go to KGRA DB. It's KGRADB.com, and we have a lot of shows. Let me just sign in. Wrong email or password. That's because I gotta sign into my admin account. Okay, we're in. I'll share the screen. This is why I need 4 monitors. I've got all the pop-out chats on one. This is Streamlabs here. I've got browsers here, and I can share the window on the first monitor. So it's a lot of stuff. That's why I need 4 monitors. When I'm working, right now I have the station. I'm running replays. Like, if we kill this audio for the game, because I've got buttons for everything, I've got a 30-channel mixer. So if we wanted to see what's on the air, this is on. Right now, it's Mac Maloney's on.
The man is suffering from battle fatigue. Patton slaps the man across the face, accuses him of being a coward.
So that's on the network right now. That's it's audio and video. But getting to what I was going to share. So this is the network. Let me take myself off camera for a second. I gotta go to Walmart. I gotta go. Oh my God, I hate it. So these are all the programs on the network. And there's more. I mean, it's just not showing the whole thing, but like, see, I'm the guest tonight. Now, very important. In order to see the shows for free while they're live, you have to register. See, I'm logged in right now, so I can't do it. You can register your email. You'll get newsletters every month. It's free. Free. And you can watch. I'll get the link for you in a second. You have to register your email. This link is not going to work for you. It's going to be a dead link because you're going to have to, it's going to ask you to pay for the membership. So I am going to open up a different browser where I'm not logged in. I'll go to Opera. Then I'll give you a link. Okay, let me get rid of all of these. This is station work. Like nobody's seeing that. There's certain things the public cannot see in a business model. All right. So if we go to kgradb.com, I don't think I've ever logged in here. Sign up. Don't do that. Not that one. Wait. Members, log in, sign up, live stream. Shit, I should know more. News and articles. So if we click the video live stream, let's see what it says. Subscribe to watch. Shit, why is it doing that? There's gotta be a way. Sign in. No. Shit. Anyway, we're on Rumble. We're on YouTube. I mean, not YouTube. We're on Rumble, Facebook. You could watch it on the Facebook channel. But I don't, there's a way to do this. I gotta call my boss. Community. I forget how to do it. Can you believe it? Because I'm a member. I don't do this. News articles. Maybe if we go in here. These are the newsletters. Let me just click on it. Sign up. I would do it this way. Monthly special events and much more. Right here. Sign up and stay connected. This is free. Right here. You need to do this. I'm going to send you that link. You might be able to do it that way. Oh, you're in Germany? Oh, Facebook is better then. Let's go to that. I got to go get German beer in a little while. My Franziskaner. I've got to go there in a little while to a beer distributor and get my wheat beer. My best friend that I grew up with is German. But he's pretty much from Bavaria. Yeah, German beer is great. Forget about good. I grew up, but before I start this conversation.
Bill,
Oh no. What is it? What?
do you want the waffles like this?
I don't want waffles. I want a bagel with cream
I mean
cheese.
the bagel, I'm sorry.
Toast it.
I already have it on my
I put
head.
cream cheese.
Oh my
What is the question?
Jesus.
What's the question?
I was just talking to her. I said, I just say waffle instead of bagels. Here.
Is this the new cream cheese?
Yes.
Why does it look like that?
Oh my God, mira. Eat the thing, okay? Now
Get me a.
you
Oh
want-
no, I got paper towels.
You want coffee?
Yeah, get me a paper towel. Cause now I got this stuff on my fingers. Oh my God! I don't know where my paper towels are. I usually. Oh, I got it. I got paper towel. Just bring me the coffee. That stuff is all over my fingers now.
You don't want jelly on it?
No jelly. Anyway. So. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Bill,
I want coffee.
I didn't give you the coffee. No?
So this is the Facebook for the station. Right there. Hey, Star. What's up? So that's the station's Facebook page. And I'm on tonight at 6 Eastern, which in Germany it's like 1 o'clock in the morning, maybe 2 o'clock in the morning. You're like 7 or 8 hours ahead of us. And you gotta scroll down to the show. There it is. I don't know if this is gonna work. Okay, this is the link maybe that'll take you to me tonight. Maybe. That might take you to the stream that I'm gonna be on as a guest. And I'll be sharing some video. Let me get out of the KGRA stuff. So yeah, that's what I do. That's why I need all this equipment. Oh my gosh. Like for example, I'll show this video tonight. Well, actually, I can't believe I deleted it. Or did I? I think I did. Why would I do that? It's kind of stupid. Alright, anyway, here's one clip. I was on an investigation with a friend, two friends. This was in a place called, I don't want to say it because I could get in trouble. It was at a location. And I gotta put the audio. And I put my camera down on a dead tree trunk on the ground. I was a Sony Handycam. And I said as a joke, if something happens, reminds me of something out of Blair Witch, and a girl or young woman's voice says my name twice. We did not hear it. It came up only on the camera. Alright, I'm gonna put my camera down a second. When something happens, it's almost like Blair Witch. Right there.
Yeah, the mozzies are out in
And
force.
then
Yeah, you could see, you could feel them.
Yep. Can't hear
again,
them though, so that means
You
they're
got?
not the
Did you
biting
put
one.
spray at all, Al? No. Poison ivy too, and
that's crazy.
all right, I'm gonna put my camera down a second. When something happens, it's almost like Blair Witch.
Yeah, the mozzies are out in force.
Yeah, you could see, you could feel them.
Yep. Can't hear them.
I don't know what the hell that is. And then there's this, which I don't know. It's gonna be hard to find it, but we'll do it anyway. These are the two videos I'm gonna play tonight during the show. Because these are like the main ones. This one. That. I caught that right over my house. It's looped. I caught that right over my house. It curves, it stops, and goes back out. Like fucking Star Trek. That. Right here. Now what the fuck is that? Excuse my language, but what is that? It curves, stops, brightens, illuminates, propulsion, and then it goes shoo, like warp speed, gone. What is that? It's got a big, I'll call it a light for now.
Bro,
A big what?
emergency.
What's the emergency?
These are not working for me, bro.
What are not working for you?
Fish oils you gave me up
Well, then you're gonna have to wait till tomorrow because that's when I get paid.
$10.
Yeah, tomorrow.
My back is killing me, bro. This is supposed to be healing me already, but it's not.
Okay, so then tomorrow.
It's not like, you know, for like daily usage or whatever. It's not like for bodybuilding.
Tomorrow.
Okay. Can we also get another tripod? Because that tripod's giving me a hard time. Unless you're gonna let me borrow yours, the little one, the one that's similar to the one I have that you have.
Where's my tripod? Where is that?
I think you put it away. You were using mine for a while.
I gotta go through all my crates. I don't even know where the fuck half of my shit is anymore.
Oh my god. I'm leaving this here so we can use it. Or you can use it if you want.
Did you get the garbage, do the dishes, roll cigarettes? Because mom's gonna drive me nuts. And how many is that for?
3?
Do the dishes,
Take the garbage.
cigarettes, get the garbage from the street, and throw the garbage out.
So take it out from here to the streets and then.
No, bring it down
Bring
from
it
the
down,
street,
okay.
and then bring the garbage inside out. Okay, where was I? So yeah, this. That, I don't know what the fuck that is. And that's why it's unidentified. Because I don't know what that is. And nobody could tell me what that is. Because they don't know. Because how could you? It could be anything. All I know is we don't know what that is. And nobody could say definitively it's this, that, or that. There's no way you can give a definitive answer on that. There's just no fucking way. That's crazy. Is it the area with the name that contains numbers? No, it's not Area 51. This is Pine Bush. I live not far from Pine Bush. This is the Hudson Valley. The Hudson Valley. Look, Hudson. This is New York. Hudson Valley. Oh, shit. Valley UFO sightings. It's a hot spot. This was a big thing in 84. So yeah, there's still a lot that goes on here. The one that you, oh Jesus, what?
Okay, you want to eat?
Yes, what's going on?
Okay. So I'm bringing you the waffles.
What waffles? You already brought me a bagel.
I need a bagel.
You already brought me the bagel.
How many?
One.
That's what I'm saying. Do you want another one?
No. What's that for? That's yours. I want coffee. That's it.
So you don't want the
I already got a bagel you brought me.
But only one.
I only want one. You want me to eat two? I can't eat two. It's too much.
Trying to be nice.
I'm on a diet. I'm working out. You think I'm gonna get fat again?
Oh my God! It doesn't. It's like if you eat it every day. You don't eat this every day.
Mmm. So yeah. Thousands of sightings here. And this is the area I live. And this is what really got me started to doing Skywatchers. That's why they call me Skywatcher. Because I've been doing it for over 10 years. And I've been doing live streams since 2013. Yeah, that's the problem. Nobody believes it, but I could tell you this. I know a lot of people on the inside, because this is my job, and I'm telling you, this shit is real. Now, I'm not saying it's extraterrestrial, or time travelers, or interdimensionals. All I know is we're dealing with something that is so far advanced in technology that it could be our adversaries. It could be. You never know. But a lot of people think that this is not what we're dealing with. And I'm sure the government has evidence. Now, Germany. We're working on so many incredible breakthrough technologies during World War II. That is a fact. They already had rocket propulsion, jet engines, Germany was cutting edge on technology in the 40s. And after the war, where do you think the scientists went? To Russia? And to the United States? Maybe some to the UK, but they were split up. And they helped develop a lot of the space programs, the jet planes, who knows what else. Because there is a craft, it's called, was Operation Paperclip too, but there's a craft called the Vril, and it looks just like a UFO that the Germans were working on. Remember the V2 rocket? You know, there's also the Die Gluck, the bell. I don't know if I'm saying it right in German, but a Die Gluck, I think it's Die Gluck or Glock. There's a lot of stuff. So, is this all part of the technology that was being developed by Germany and we advanced with it from that point on? I don't know. It could be that too. It could be part of that too. Or is this reverse engineered crashed UFOs that we recovered and tried to figure out how they work? I don't know. Is this all human made objects, craft, technology? It's very possible. We just don't give credit to ourselves for doing it. But a lot of it is the result of Germany and the advancements in technology that they had. What's up, Genghis? That is a fact. I mean, they helped build our space program. And so many other areas. Are you kidding? German scientists. So they're the ones who deserve a lot of the credit for everything that's happened throughout time, decades of development of jets, rockets, you name it. And it was a race because the Russians took a bunch of scientists, the United States took a bunch of scientists, so you could see they were all working almost at the same pace. It was a space race. Why? Because of the German scientists. They were brilliant. Exactly. I think, look, I'm not going to say the name, because I never do. I'm telling you, and I talked about this years ago, that someone told me, and this person is a scientist, authentic, legit. He told me firsthand, this ain't no second hand, third hand. He told me, Bill, the Tic Tac is not extraterrestrial. It's ours. And I said, how can you say that? And this is when it all broke. When I had the conversation with this scientist. He said, Bill, look up this Russian. He was giving me like cookie crumbs to follow. Because I'm good at that. And I cannot remember the Russian guy's name. Oh, God. Let me see if I could search it. There it is. That's him. Okay. I'm going to show you this article. And this is the guy he told me. Keep an eye on this guy. Right here. This is 2002. Interestingly enough, right before the Tic Tac in 2004. Well, Eugene, I can't remember his name now. It should be here. Podkletnov. Him. This one. Right here. You see that in Finland? I've mentioned this story before. I'm going to bookmark this because this is important. Well, guess what? You see what it says there? Podletnikov, whatever his name, a specialist in superconductors, say he stumbled on the effect whilst performing a routine test on a large superconductor in his laboratory at the Tampere University of Technology in Finland. So he was in Finland and at a university. And he says, and this is at this time, anti-gravity research on the rise. It is not just science fiction. They still scoff, most physicists scoff at the idea that experimental equipment can reduce gravity. Several groups have been working on it independently of coming out of the same conclusion. It just might be true. So guess what happened to this guy? Guess what happened to this guy? Moscow, and this is what I was told by the physicist, scientist. He told me this directly. They sent in agents to the university, confiscated all his research, and they questioned him for 2 months or whatever it was, and then they sent him back to Finland to continue teaching at the university. They took all his work. And why did he mention this to me? He says, Bill, the Russians have it too. We have it. We have that technology. They have that technology. Who knows if China has the technology? China is putting a lot of emphasis on space-based weaponry. They are putting a lot of assets, money, into that program. They're really, really trying to catch up in the space race between the Russians and us. Now remember, Germany is part of ESA, the European Space Agency. They're connected to us. We all work together. China's doing their own thing. Russia, as of 2030, I believe, they're no longer going to be involved in the ISS. They're cutting all ties with us. And that has a lot to do with the Ukrainian thing. But they're done. They don't want to deal with us anymore. So now Russia's going to have to figure out a way to keep their space program going on its own without working with us. We're going to continue doing what we're doing because Elon's on fire, but he's getting a lot of money coming from the government. That's where he gets his grants, from the government, the funding, contracts. So that's going to be pushed forward. So China is definitely in on it. You could look it up. There's articles all over the place about it. China space weaponry. There's new articles on this. This is 1 day ago. Look at this. This is just 1 day ago. From Interesting Engineering. China develops world's most powerful hypersonic engine that can reach Mach 16. Look at that. Look at China's advancements. That's just one article. There's tons. Tons. How China is challenging the U.S. military's dominance in space. This is how long ago? When was this article written? Not that old, I can tell you that. Recent, December 12th, 2023. China's rapidly growing arsenal of anti-satellite weapons could cripple America's military in a crisis, and the U.S. is scrambling to shore up its defenses miles above the Earth. China is testing and developing an array of weapons and tools that could destroy, disable, or hijack satellites that the U.S. military heavily relies on to operate around the world. So they're already figuring out a way to take out our satellites for communication on the ground. Military. So China is definitely advancing in space. And they got their own little space station going on up there right now. What the main objective here is not just this, it's this. This is important. Lunar resources. I don't like Wikipedia. But let's go to NASA. the moon and its resources, which is bullshit. Do you realize how much money value there is on the moon? Rare earth elements. Okay, let's see. Mining. Look, there are some extremely valuable resources on the moon that could support such a lunar economy. Helium-3 is one moon resource that is rare on Earth but much more abundant on the lunar surface and could potentially be cheaper to mine from the moon. Helium-3 is very attractive fuel for future nuclear fusion reactors. China, Russia, and India have all expressed interest in sourcing lunar helium-3 for use on Earth. Now, this is the race that's going on. Oh, I'm not showing the article. Fuck. Right here. Right here. All of them are trying to get to the moon to mine the resources. All of them are trying to figure out how to haul in asteroids that contain trillions of dollars worth of resource. Trillions of dollars. Get me an asteroid. Grab it. Contain it. Bring it back down. There's trillions of dollars worth value. The moon has abundant resources. We kill our resources on this planet, so now we got to go to other places to find more. This is what they're planning to do. That's why India, Russia, everybody, Japan, you name it, are all trying to figure out a way to start getting on the moon. Now, this is why our program with Artemis 1, 2, and 3, it is now delayed. We probably won't have humans landing on the moon till 2027 now. Because it's all dependent on SpaceX and Starship. That shit needs to be tested. It has to be made. We have to be sure that this thing is going to work. So far, it's slowly. The second test was better than the first, that's for sure. So slowly, we're getting there. But there is a space race to get on the moon to mine the resources because it's an abundance of rare earth elements. So that's why China, Russia, India, US, who knows who else is trying to get their asses on the moon and to figure out a way to colonize, put a colony there, and start mining the resources from the moon. Before we go to Mars and anywhere else, there's money on the moon. And you see what it says? Helium-3 is one moon resource that is rare on Earth, but much more abundant on the lunar surface and could potentially be cheaper to mine from the moon. Helium-3 is a very attractive fuel for future nuclear fusion reactors. China, Russia, and India have all expressed interest in sourcing lunar helium-3 for use on Earth. And then, of course, it would require some serious technology to be able to do that. But they're all thinking the same thing. It's a space race to mine the moon. So that's what's going on that side. And like I said, there's so much money to be made if you can harness asteroids that could be worth trillions of dollars. Trillions. And that you can look up to. Trillions of dollars asteroid. It's huge. Look at this. The metal-rich potato-shaped asteroid could be worth 10 quintillion. Forget about trillion. Quintillion. So if they could figure out a way to forget about it. So don't think it's just going to end mining on surfaces of moons or planets. They're going to try to harness. This is the future. This is the future. It's the only way we can go forward into space, by mining the resources that are available to us around us at wherever we are, to then do a jump to the next place. So they're going to look for the resources. It's the smart way to go. Now, we're all probably not going to be here when we reach that stage, because this is going to take probably 100 years. But they're already planning to do things like this. This has a diameter of 140 miles, or the distance between Los Angeles and San Diego, California. It has a 5-year orbital period, but it completes rotations every 4 hours. So this is between Jupiter and where? The belt? Between Mars and Jupiter. It resides there in the asteroid belt. Can you imagine what else is in that asteroid belt? That they could mine? They could take these asteroid samples. They'll probably break them up into pieces and then get them into a cargo hold to take somewhere else to get refined. But that's the future. This is the future of space. It's just like playing a video game where they land on a planet, they mine for the resources, everything that they need to sustain the life, the colony, and resources to move forward. Because the helium-3 can be used for nuclear fusion reactors. They could build... Remember, there's no gravitation like it is on Earth. To launch from the moon is a lot easier than it is to launch from the Earth. So they could build spaceports on the moon that can now travel to other places from the moon. That would be the right plan. But again, that would take decades to create. Let me see what Mo's saying. The thing is with all of those infos, Germany is using the method of educating people to refuse those ideas. Well, in any environment, you're gonna have pro and con, Mo. Always. You're always gonna have those that are supportive of something and detractors. That is everywhere. It's not just in Germany. It's everywhere. You're going to have people... Look at climate change. You know how many people are pro, con... You know, it's the same thing. That's just... I'm using it as an analogy. But for any... There's always a debate. For anything, there's always a debate. So I get what you're saying, Mo, in Germany. But... That's just the way it is. So I don't, you know, if Germany is using that method of educating people to refuse those ideas, you know, that has to do with the education system. I don't know what's going on in Germany, so I can't really speak on it. But believe me, a lot of what people see in the public is not necessarily what's going on behind the scenes in private. A lot of them work together on things that you would think that they're enemies, but behind the scenes, they're actually doing things working together. There's a public face and a private face. So you got to take everything with a grain of salt, what you see in the media or is said, because behind the scenes it could be totally different. Genghis, hope everybody had nice gifts. Oh my God, I got to change my strings on my guitar. That's a long time coming. I have to clean it. I have to reset. Oh my God. I have to do a lot of work on that guitar. I might just have it sent in to somebody local and let them redo the neck, do everything, the pickups, and just get my guitar like new again. I just might do that. It's probably a lot easier for that. I mean, what can they charge me? $100, $150 to redo my guitar? It's probably a lot better. What's up, Chaos? No, that's something to do with... This had something to do with mining. This is an asteroid. Look at the word. Could be word 10 quintillion. 10 quintillion, not trillion. A whole bunch of shit. 200 now to set up guitars? Wow. You would know. I might have to just do it myself if it's like that. It's not that hard to do. It's just a pain in the ass. Which I can do easily. We did a story on this a while back, and they're sort of trying to mine it. No, they're always going to try to mine it, but we don't have that technology to mine it yet. We just don't. What are we going to get? Like a space net? And freaking wrap it around in the net and pull it by cables? You know what I mean? we're far away. Smaller ones, you know, but that's huge. That one is huge. What was the size? 140 miles diameter. 140 mile diameter. That one. That's big. Oh, that's what I say. Just chip it away. Break it up into pieces. That's all. You've got the lasers. Don't bullshit. You got the lasers to take it out. But then, you know, it might blow it out and they might have a problem where it's now off trajectory. They don't want to do all that because then it's going to be hard to get all those pieces. So they have to find a way to do it. You know what I mean? 150, lots more than that, Bill. Well, Chaos is a guitarist, and he said he just did a story on it. It's $200 to do. We do need a damn space net. So I'm talking to like multiple people in different chats. What's up, CM? If that's how you say it. So yeah, it's a lot of stuff. That's true. They could process that on the moon once they build the colonies and the mining facilities. Just bring it to the moon. Perfect place. We've got the equipment there already. I'm saying in the future. This is hypothetical. But can you imagine what the cost is going to be to build a colony on the moon? Huh?
Well, now I'm gonna sleep with the thing under my pillow.
You never got me my coffee, by the way.
Look, this is the right one for my TV.
Turn it around. Yeah,
So how come it's not working?
because you got to use the other one to turn the TV on, the smaller one.
Oh. What a problem.
Dude, don't think it's impossible. Oh, on the space elevator? Hell no. Hell no. That's crazy. That's just insane. There's too many things that can go wrong with something like that. The altitude that it has to go. All kinds of environmental issues that could happen. That shit is... I mean... Where on earth can you find a very stable environment to even think about putting a space elevator into space? Where there's no hurricanes or... This thing... Remember, can you imagine? You have to think about weather, the environment. It's not practical. It's not. Look, like I was talking about it last night. Look at this shit. This is just an example. If you're going to be innovative, you got to do it right. You can't think it's going to work, and it works. It just doesn't fucking work that way. For example, here's the latest gaffe insanity that's going on. And let me just show you. And this is just one example. Okay, images. Damn, I found a ton last night. Oh, here we go. Do you know, and this is fact, because I did a lot of research on it, that the Trump administration spent $15 billion on the concept, creation, in different departments to build this wall. The wall is now being cut by power tools. It is absolutely useless. $15 billion went into this. And it's garbage. That's not innovation. They're cutting the fucking things down. They're making holes. You have to see, there's video out there, the repairs that they have to make where they're cutting this with power tools. $15 billion went into it under the Trump administration. Look it up. For what? Something that doesn't work. They're cutting it with power tools. And that's when you mentioned the space elevator. When you are going to build something, you better make sure it fucking works. Because you can't wait after the fact that you poured so much money into it and then you find out it's not gonna work. That's a poor analogy to use, but that's an example. How much? $15 billion was put into this. 15 billion with a B. And it's useless. You know what else they're doing? You know what else they're doing on the walls too? They're getting chain link fences.
Eddie.
Mom, what is it?
Don't scream at me.
I mean, I'm live talking. What is it now?
Don't scream at me.
All right, tell me. What is it? What happened?
If you want your coffee, come and get it.
Yeah, leave the coffee there. Oh shit, my console's gonna shut down. They're taking rolls of chain link fence and tying it to the fence, to the walls, and they're able to climb using the chain link fence that they got, a roll of it, put it in the fence, and they're climbing over the fence now. The walls. You think these people aren't gonna be innovative and creative to try to get over the walls and the border? Of course they are. So, you know, what do we do now? I don't know. But that goes to the junk pile. That's what that does. You have to see, there's a video out there of a guy on the other side taunting a News Nation reporter. And there's a Border Patrol guy patrolling like 100 feet away. And they're cutting the fence 100 feet away from him. News Nation got it. I was like, this cannot be real. This can't be real. But it is. That's insanity. But that's like, again, just the craziness. So we can't be throwing out money without something we know is not going to work. They filthy, you know, those fences, you know what they did? This is so, I can't unbelieve the design. Whoever designed these walls should be fired. They're filled with concrete and rebar. It's not a solid piece of steel. It's hollow. They fill it with concrete and they put rebar inside. Like a fucking good power tool is not going to be able to cut that. They just cut the whole section down. There's other videos and images where they cut small pieces open so people could just crawl right through them or walk right through them. It's craziness. So much for the wall. Because the wall's broke. We got to come up with a better plan than that. A better design. Which was going to cost probably more than $15 billion. So, you know, facts do matter. In most cases, not nonsense that floats out there. Facts matter. It is what it is. I don't know. I'm trying to see if I can find it. But it's not going to be easy. Because it's hard. Okay, there it is. I'm trying to find where it says it though. Okay. And here is how, and I'll highlight it. You know, this is where people construe fact from fiction. 'Cause there's a lot of that out there. Mr. Trump, who made construction of the border wall one of his main political aims, secured $15 billion to finance the project, most of which came from diverted military counter-narcotics operations. That affects fentanyl, by the way. And infrastructure accounts. His administration ultimately built over 450 miles of border barriers, most of which replaced existing barricades. With that fence, with that garbage, 15 billion. 15 billion. 15 billion of these fences that are now useless. Think about that. So now what? Now what do we do? So again, there's always things to look at things both ways. You can't just be looking at things one-sided, because if you do, you're never going to see the flip side of what's going on, because you're ignoring what's right in your face. If you don't do the research properly, you will totally not understand everything I just showed you. You would think, build the wall! Build the wall! Well, not with that shit. 15 billion was wasted. And a lot of that money came from military counter-narcotics that was going to detract those fucking cartels. And everybody complains about fentanyl coming to the country. He took the money from the money that was funded, that went to counter that, to build the wall. From military money that was allocated for that purpose. Does that make any sense to anybody? So when people say things, I say to myself, do they really know what the fuck they're talking about? Do they really understand the complexities that are involved here? It's not just a simple line. You have to look at the details. The devil is always in the details. Always. And that's huge. They're useless. They're garbage. They're compromising them. It was diverted from military counter-narcotics. Military counter-narcotics. And that affects the poppy in Afghanistan. That affects all this shit coming in over the fucking border. He took the money from that agent, from that military money, to build his wall. And the wall doesn't work. The wall doesn't work in many ways, actually, anymore. It's crazy. And the article's there. It's fucking crazy. I mean, it is almost unbelievable that this is happening. It almost looks like they're removing it. I wonder why. Oh my God. That's even crazier. So this was on a couple of weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Check this out. This is a News Nation exclusive. Look at this. Look at this. They cut it with a fucking power tool. The impenetrable wall with a power tool. All they had to do was cut the one off. Forget about the whole section like in the other photo. They just cut one, and they're getting through. I wonder what she's saying. They have already cut through those holes. I mean, how much more of a fucking point this has to be made? I can't see where the audio is right there.
They're making a hand over fist a lot of money doing this, pushing those people through the wall. And when I first started talking to him, he didn't want me to record him, but he did summon me over. Of course, I was hesitant to go over to him, but let's get to that video and show you that exchange, what it looked like. He kind of kept waving me to come over there, and I asked him, do you have a gun? Are you going to hurt me? And he said no, and so I continued to approach him, and then he pulled up his phone and said that he was going to record me as well. I asked him if he was a cartel, if he was Coyote, and he said no, but we just watched him push a family of 8 through a hole in the wall that they cut. So obviously, he's in the game here.
That's crazy. That's crazy. They're cutting pieces all along that bullshit wall. That was $15 billion was poured into that nonsense. And like I said, there's other videos showing them putting chain mesh that you could buy at Home Depot, Lowe's, those roll-up fences that you could put in your yard. They're putting it against the fence. They're bringing fucking ladders. They're tying it to that so they could just climb on the chain link fence and go over the wall. Is that insane? So when people are, screaming, build the wall, not that fucking wall. It's garbage. It's a waste of taxpayer money because it's not working. 15 billion went into that. Again, with a B. So they got to come up with a better way. That's all I'll say. And a better way is going to be much more money. Our deals are insane, crazy Eddie. So, but there's all kinds of fiascos all across government anyway. That's just one example of wasted money. But we waste money everywhere. Everywhere. Money is wasted across the board in so many areas. So the crazy thing is there were 8 prototypes of that fence. 8. All of them failed. But they still build them. I found that out too. There was 8 prototypes. None of them met the criteria that they were impenetrable. That they could be cut. I read that last night. I was like, no way. But they still went on with it. They thought filling it with concrete and rebar might help. I guess they were wrong. So yeah, I don't want to get into this whole conversation, but you started it with this whole space elevator. Do you know how much it would cost to build a space elevator?